So I got a new controller, and it just I feel stiff with it. Yeah, you see, like I don't know what the fuck that spot dodge was. Uh,
3, 2, 1, brawl!
oh, passive are you? Oh, this is gonna be a fun game. Of course he would get stuck on the corner. I wanted to ground pound and I grabbed the wall somehow. I need to be patient against this kid. I can't just be throwing out moves. Wow, the fact that that missed! Not dead. Wow, that didn't hit. Nor did that. I'm surprised none of this shit's hitting. Here you go, you're dead. Why didn't you dodge down like any normal person would have? GG's. Ah, shit. I forgot I need to pay the car insurance. Well. Actually, it's due today, I believe. Let me see, let me see. Let me text my mom, see if, where is she at?
Hattori.
Search for another one. Yeah, that kid's literally easy to play against. You just have to be patient against that first kid that I don't even know his gamer tag, but he was a what's it called? Whatchamacallit? A Surrey player. Just have to play patient. Cause he tries to bait you into doing a lot of shit. Look, I feel so stiff there. That dodge was late. I'm lucky he missed. I forgot. Wow. I swear I nared there. I nared and didn't matter. Okay, I thought I wasn't gonna be able to kill off a Demon Island. Oh, I shouldn't. Oh, thank fuck he didn't recovery there. Dude, I am over him. There is no way. No way. How'd that miss? How'd that miss? How'd that miss? Oh my, and my weapon toss went straight through him. Why am I not surprised? And I didn't do a move there. That missed. Fuck's sake. And that nair missed. Holy dude, I am getting so unlucky right now. Oh my goodness, dude. What? Oh, bro, why? How would I miss that? Like, come on. Be realistic, game. Yep, of course. His hits, right? That is not a trade. And I didn't grab the weapon. Yep, of course. Yep, I'm about to lose this game off of bullshit. I dodged. Oh my goodness, dude, this kid isn't even good. I straight up should have shit on him. Wow. Wow. Okay, Thor, get the fuck out of here, dude. OP motherfucker. Kid literally has OP as fucking SIGs on his fucking kit. And an OP weapon, and then hammer that just does a shit ton of damage. His hammer is actually pretty OP too, just because of his SIGs. Legit has like no frame recovery time. Like he can SIG and then just like do a move like immediately after. Bro, like, tell me how that takes priority over my move. Like, come on, my move is covering that fucking hitbox. Like, he's coming towards my move. This game makes no sense, Mira. Why didn't I dash? Whoa, that should not have hit me. That should not. I'm grounded. I am grounded and that hit me. That was unsafe. A good punish by him. Barely went right under my sig. Dodged into my move and still got through it. Don't understand how, but he did it. Took priority over my dare. Why would you drift over? No, are you fucking kidding me? I barely missed. I thought I was gonna be able to get high enough. Oh, nice. That barely missed. I'm surprised I took priority there. Surprised he didn't touch the wall. Are you kidding me? I wish I can have a... On console, I don't think I can do it. But the thing to, that shows you what buttons you're pressing and at what time. I thought that was gonna go further. That's a horrible mistake there by that ground pound. Super punishable. I'm surprised that was a trade. Usually the recovery takes priority over the dare. I mean the ground pound for some reason. Some unknown reason. At least on spear. Spear versus spear. I think it's the other way around, isn't it? No, it's spear recovery takes priority over spear ground pound. Went straight through me. Thought I was gonna stop like near in front of me. I was gonna be able to catch that D-light. I missed that. Missed that. Recovery might have been able to kill, but I doubt it since I'm on 3 force with the Tori right now. I don't believe that should have hit me, the ground pound at least. You're dead.
Player 2 wins.
GG's, bro. GG's. I went to the wrong website.
Hello.
Hello. How are you today? Just playing a little bit of ranked on a new controller and I feel so stiff. I don't understand why. Like obviously I'm used to my old controller that's worn out. Not worn out, but like the buttons are what, how do you call it? Like they're broken in. There you go. This controller's been like broken in, so the buttons have like I need to push it. I don't need to push it as hard as I need to push the new one. But like I feel like that's making me feel stiff. Like I don't have the same reaction as I used to. Like I can do the same thing, but like I feel like it just takes a little more effort, and that little more effort, since I'm not used to it, it like messes me up. No, Bryn, why'd you do that? Bryn, stop. Bryn, you're ruining the fun.
I am really good, but I need someone to teach me. I am account level 60, but I can't dodge fast and be consistent.
Oh, give me a moment. Let me just open up the chat so I can see what you're saying. Live chat.
3, 2, 1, brawl.
I can't dodge fast to be consistent. Well, it's also about your... Because honestly, sometimes I feel like... Yeah, you see there? Like, I didn't grab him at all. I didn't grab the weapon even though I should have. It's just about your keybinds and what you're used to. Like, are you playing on PC or controller? If you're more used to controller but you're playing on keyboard, then I'd recommend to switch to controller. Vice versa, same works for a keyboard. I should have punished him there, but I wasn't paying attention. It also depends what button you're pressing.
Controller.
Read you. It also depends what buttons you're pressing, because personally, I use R2 to dodge, personally. And dash, obviously. And that's what I just grew accustomed to. And you also just have to read your opponent. Like, you see how I read his dodge? You kind of have to do the same thing while being on the defensive. Like right there, I was attacking him. I was being offensive. So, you also have to read your opponent, like what he's gonna do, not only while attacking him, but like defensively, so you can. Yeah, you see, like I messed up there, and he punished me for it, and I couldn't dodge in time because I was still doing my move. But you have to read your opponent and what he's gonna do, so you can evade his movements and his attacks defensively, and then punish him offensively. Like, I knew he was gonna attack me there, I just didn't know what he was gonna use exactly, so to avoid it, I jumped. Okay, nice. See, look, he dodged away because he knew I was gonna punish him if he did a move. And then he dodged there to avoid me doing a move. He did the same thing there. Why can I not catch him right now? I should have killed him twice. There you go. So it's not about reaction time sometimes, it's sometimes about reading your opponent and see what they're gonna do. And like evade their movements. See, look, that's a punish. That was reaction. This is a read, because I saw his dodge was up. I knew he had no more options. He could have recovered with guns, but since I didn't see him cue it, I punished him on the landing onto the platform. That was a nice dodge by him. He read my attack. And you also want to see, look, like he's dodging a lot. Like I didn't do moves, like he dodged 3 times and I did no move. Like, you also have to see what he's doing. He used the dodge there, so I punished him and I try to go for more damage. He's not dead. Well, that's 3-4 Satori for you. But I like dexterity. Oh, nice jump. And if he's continuously 6-spamming like he is right now, like this person, like space him so he doesn't hit a signature on you, and then punish whenever you can, but don't force the punish. Oh, I wish I was, dude. I'm horrible. Right now I'm just playing decent, but yeah, he took priority over my Sair. He jump dodged. You also have to read, like, you have to see what he's doing. Wow, this guy's going off right now. You have to see what he's doing and see and pick up on his habits. That was a horrible. Is he dead? Oh, he's not dead. Great. Keep sword because I could have punished him there. Nice punish. Nice, he won the game. Great. I just couldn't kill him. His second stock, GG's. His second stock just took way too long to kill.
Online.
What?
Online.
What's going on?
Online.
That was a weird glitch. Yeah.
Hattori.
I just couldn't kill him in the end. Like, he was kind of putting a lot of pressure on me, but like I was trying to play it safe and trying to find a kill move, but half of the time his stuff took priority over mine. I don't understand why the game does that, but like my Sair was point blank about to hit, like right in his face, and then his I think it was neutral sig, took priority over it. Makes no sense.
Three, two, one, brawl.
Wow, that has AoE. You have to be careful playing against Thor, because if he's sig spamming, you have to kind of read what he's gonna do and try not to punish the sigs a lot, because he has a lot of recovery frames on a lot of sigs. Everything but like the neutral sig, he has a lot of recovery. I mean, not a lot. It's fast recovery, I should say.
Help me, I know it as your stream, but afterwards may you play Brawlhalla together and teach me.
I can teach you right now if you'd like. I don't really mind. Or do you play on PS4, Xbox, PC, Switch? Oh, no way. Okay, I tried to gravity cancel neutral sig, but it didn't work out. Also, what weapons are you using? That's the thing. Like, what do you feel comfortable using? That's a kill.
PS4 and Papamusa.
I was lucky. Papa Musa, what? I don't know what that means. Wow, platforms. You didn't go up. I'm surprised I hit, honestly. I honestly probably could have neutral sig there because he didn't move.
Staff learning synth and cannon are main.
I mean, Orion's pretty good this patch. Or actually, he was pretty good last patch, I should say. This patch, he got a little nerf. Well, Rocket Lion's got a little nerf. Dead. Rocket Lance got nerfed a little bit.
My username.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Give me a moment. Just get out of here real quick. Lance, staff learning with Scythe and Cannon are main. I can't use Scythe, so I can't really teach you on Scythe, nor do I use Cannon, so I can't really teach you Cannon. But I can teach you Spear. Rocket Lance, I'm not that good at, but I can teach you like the basics, and that's really it, honestly. P-A-P-O-M-U-S-A. Okay, I got you. But as for Spear, so Rocket Lance got a little nerfed, and this is basically only in, like, in my opinion, it's only in the pro scene because it's super hard to use.
Custom.
How do I? Hold up, give me a moment. I forgot how to do this. Be here, system settings. No. Nope, that's not what I wanted.
Online. Custom.
Custom, create, private, but I need to hide the room number. I forget how to do that. Lobby. Room number off. It's still there. Nice. What if I leave and jump back? Nope, room number's still there. Huh. Well, I'm not that. Oh, confirm. Oh, but it's confirmed. What? I'm so confused. Oh, I turned off the room number. I mean, I don't really care. Error.
Error.
It's an error? As in, like, you can't turn it off? On PC, it's so simple. You can just grab your controller and drag it next to the room number. There's a button there. Sadly, I can't do that on console. So, Rocket Lance, in my opinion, when the nerf that happened, is they basically made Rocket Lance have less true combos. I mean, unless you're really good, in my opinion, it's hard to hit. Like, unless you're like basically like pro amateur or a pro player, because what like the true combos that it had was, where you at? You're not on my friends list for some reason. The true combos that I had was off of Nair, and it would be basically off of like the back, like the last hitboxes of Nair, and then you would do into sidelight or recovery or some, like on Lord Vrax with 9 decks. I think you were able to do some like neutral sigs and stuff like that off of a Nair, and like it would be true combos. But those are the nerfs that happen to Rocket Lance. I was never able to imitate it, so I can't really speak on that. But that's from what I heard and read the patch. On Spear, got a little bit of a buff, from what I know. Yo.
Hello there.
What's up, bro? So what do you need help with? Because I'm not that great of a teacher.
Everything. I need help on how to hit more neutrals.
Like how to win neutral?
No, how to hit more neutrals. Not SIGs, neutrals, like down neutral, down air, and all that stuff. I need help on how to hit more of those.
Got you. But like, out of what situation? Like,
well, let's say I'm using staff and my opponent's using like swords or scythe. I need to know how I'm able to, let's say, outplay a much faster weapon.
So at least in Sword's case, you would need to outspace it in a sense and like punish their moves, if that makes sense. Like this comes off of experience. I don't know how long you've been playing, but like for
2 years.
Yeah.
2 years. So I know, the neutral sigs, down airs, and all that. It's just that I'm stuck. I feel like I can't get better, even though I know I can get better. If I just learn like 1 or 2 more moves, I could probably put in a combo, and I can become, Gucci for the rest of the day.
Got you. So, so you're so basically what So it would be.
I'm at a default. My highest level is 42, so I know what I'm doing. It's just I need help with it.
Alright, well, if you want to join up, I'm down to, like, spar and then teach you.
It says an error occurred in joining friend.
Try joining off the lobby number instead of, like, my username.
I try to do that. Let me see what the lobby is. 55.
There you go.
See, my highest level is 42. It's just I need help on some, weapons on how to become a much more, let's say, consistent player.
Got you. So, I mean, my main is basically Hattori, but I can mess around with Asuri. I mean, my Katars aren't that great, but they're not bad.
Another thing, too, that, I could be just struggling on is maybe Lance's sight, not Lance's sight, but Lance's staff I might be good with them, but it's probably not a weapon that I'm going to be great as, or I could try to switch it up to a different weapon, and maybe I can get better with that weapon, and get better with my lance and staff.
Yeah, so yeah, I get you. So basically, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, you need to find a character that you're comfortable with. For me, I started playing with Val, and I was I got to Diamond with Val, like, Like, it was probably, I'll say, like 3 seasons into me playing, so like almost a year. I got into Diamond with Val. But I quickly ended up noticing how she got outranged by basically almost every other weapon because she uses sword and gauntlet. So I switched to Hattori, and thus kind of picked up Bryn a little bit because she uses spear too. Because I hated getting outranged. So if your problem is with
just being more consistent overall, consistency. You know, learn like how to maneuver certain issues. If some guy's a 6 spammer, how do I avoid a 6 spammer? If some guy is using a faster weapon, how do I outplay the faster weapon? I know for one thing, it's dodging. If you can, you know, go in, dodge back out, and make the guy fake his neutral, I can punish that. But the thing is, I cannot be consistent while doing that.
A tournament?
No, we are not doing a tournament. He just asked me for some help, and I'm trying to help him right now. So what you're saying is that, like, if they're spamming, you kind of have to be patient and look for a. Let me choose a character. You kind of have to be patient and look for your opening, I guess I can say. Like.
And
that's just...
I also know that there's people out there who are so good that they could pick up on a weapon like the first like few days. Is that true?
I see.
There's
and
like
why
that?
Is the robot lady talking slower than usual? LOL.
I think I have her set at like a slow talking speed or something.
Okay, so you see, like, I can do all this stuff. I don't know how to, like, the jumping down and up and down, that's for one. How do I do
Oh,
it?
this?
Yeah, that.
So basically, how I do it is, I dash sideways,
Delicious.
and then I hold down, like right as I jump. But like since I'm playing on controller, and if I'm doing it like towards the right, I'm holding down right, like kind of like not holding it the whole entire time, but like I'm holding right, and then right when I jump, I press down. But like my whole finger's covering like bottom right. Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah, and then the more you do it, the more you're gonna get used to it.
Okay, so now let me show you what I know. So I basically know neutral, jump, neutral, or neutral air. So like this, like that. I know how to do that.
Yeah,
now,
that's no longer a true combo. So if you're playing someone that's kind of good, like I think it's like a 2-frame now, so they can dodge out of it.
Yeah, that's what I hate about it now. I heard that they nerfed quite a few characters. I can also do down air, which I can also do this. I can do down air, then try to do an up there, and then like that. Like, see, I can do all that stuff.
Yeah.
Now,
so okay, I see you.
I just gotta be help with consistency on how I'm able to hit that every single time. Because if you can see me, like, look at me, like, look, I can barely hit most of my neutrals.
Yeah, it's because right now you're kind of spamming. And you need to the thing that I can recommend is going to like training, like offline. You go to offline play, then training, and then work on your true combos. So for Rocket Lance, I think it's sidelight into nair. Work on that, and then it's also sidelight into jump recovery, but that only works like at later health.
What about this? Hold up. What about this combo? What about this combo? So it's like this, and then I go like that.
That works at low healths, because the moment that you see how I'm in red and then your neutral light just like sent me flying, that works at low health. So basically, if someone's like being overly aggressive and they're coming in mostly grounded, you can do the D light to catch them, because it's gonna take priority. Especially if I'm like dashing in and then doing this, like side lighting with spear, you can just D light, it'll catch me, and then it's like I think it's a 1-frame or a 2-frame as well. So it's hard to dodge out of, and then you can just neutralize, or you can wait for the dodge and then sidelight into nair, and then hit your true combo. So it's not about being overly aggressive. It's also about reading your opponent, because you can't just rely on being super aggressive and then like getting punished every single time, because you're gonna play against passive players, and they're gonna just do this. They're just gonna be over here waiting for you to do a move. Yeah.
Over here with Scythe.
They're just going to be waiting for your move, and then the moment you do your move, they're just going to overspace it and then punish you, and then they're going to lead you, like, for example, on Spear, Sidelight has no true combos. but it's
So-
very stringable. So the moment you dodge, I can do this and then like D-light into Sair, or I can do this. If you dodge up, if you dodge back, I could dash back and then just do this.
Okay.
Like,
now,
you kind of have
is
to
it
read your
true-
opponent.
is it true that I should get rid of ground and pound button? Because I heard that people say that ground pounding ain't really helpful. In fact, if you delete it or, you know, get used to using neutrals and all that, you can get better as well as doing that, right?
I mean, yeah, in a sense,
Because I do
but
this a lot. I do this a lot. But not like, you know, to the point where I'm spamming. It's just that every once in a while I do this and I miss my opponent. Ah, and I died.
yeah, I mean, in a sense, because at least for spear, ground pound is very punishable. Also for sword, it's hard to hit on sword. It's kind of fast, but it's hard to hit on sword. And the moment that I land with sword, like I am super negative frame, so that basically means I'm recovering from my move. Like, look at how long it takes me to jump. Like, after landing on the ground, look at how long it takes me to jump.
And anyone can just dodge out of that like real quickly.
Yeah,
They
it's
already see it coming.
yeah, it's super
Like, look.
avoidable.
Like, look at that. Oh, yeah, I hit you back. My bad.
No, you're good, dude. I don't mind.
But let me show you something. Come over here. I want you to see what I know what to do with staff. I want to see if this is a good combo. Hold up. Okay.
That is a good combo if you catch their dodge. Like I said, sidelight doesn't go into doesn't.
Like another thing too is you gotta bring your opponent into it.
Like if you do it a lot,
that.
sidelight's very punishable.
Like that. See how I caught you like that?
Yeah, that's because I did. That's what I
be
didn't
more
have my
consistent.
dodge. I have problems with that too because I ended up.
Gotta fake people dodges too, which I also know about. Because if you do this, then you know you can catch your opponent pretty easy, and then you go like that. And then I also know that throwing out some gravity cancel neutrals and all that stuff can also help as well.
It can, but you have to mix it up. You can't do it all the time. So, for example, if you hit me with the Sair, but I was low damage, and then you chase dodge in, and you're gonna do a sidelight or something, I can gravity cancel neutralite.
Now, what's your favorite weapon? Like, what's your best weapon at? Because I saw you with sword earlier. I'm gonna guess that your main is sword, right?
No, my main weapon right now is actually spear.
Spear. Oh.
That was a weird dodge. I bounced off the edge.
Oh yeah. So yeah, I see a lot of YouTubers doing this. They throw the weapon and they kick the person inside to it.
Yeah, but that's just for flashy plays. That's basically people who are comfortable with the game, like super comfortable and know when to do what. Yeah. Like, personally, I don't go for flashy plays because every time I do it, like, the one thing you also have to understand about Rocket Lance, it's very punishable. Like if I'm over you, or under you. Like, you basically kind of have to force your opponent to be in front of you. Just because Rocket Lance, like if I'm over you and you do a sidelight, it's an easy dare. It's an easy dare. Easy Sair. Easy dare. Like it's punishable vertically, but horizontally it has a lot of priority. Yeah, you see there, you caught my dodge.
Yeah, so now I know I do that too, but I did that once to my friend and he was mad. So now, basically, what's a weapon that you think I'm capable of? If you know that I can practice lance and all that, like a heavy but like middle, around there type of weapon, what do you think my best fit will probably be if I learn on it?
Rocket Lance. I mean, you're comfortable with Rocket Lance and spear. I mean, I don't know if you follow like Pro Brawlhalla, but like
Yeah,
there's an amateur called Stingray. He mained Orion. He wasn't meta basically at all, and he won, I think, Winter Champions with Orion.
Wow, Winter Champions. Ooh. I wish I could do that. See, I play Brawlhalla. I quit Fortnite because I wanted to go full time in Brawlhalla. And I went full time, I think, 3 months ago. No, not 3 months ago, like 1 month ago.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of hard to say, honestly. It's just depending on the weapon that you want to use. Like, if you feel comfortable...
Yeah, go ahead.
if you feel comfortable with Rocket Lance, you have Orion. Everyone says he's pretty good, especially because they buffed Spear. They made Spear's Nair last 1 frame longer and do a little more damage. Lord Vrax is good, but he's only good in ranked play.
I don't do pistols. Like, no matter what you tell me to do dual pistols, I suck at them.
Oh, I suck too, but I like using them every once in a while.
What about, like, Artemis? If I could learn Scythe, do you think Artemis will be a pretty good character?
Artemis is good, especially since they just buffed her side sig on Rocket Lance.
And Mordex, too. I heard that Mordex is one of the top Scythe characters, and Fist's pretty good, too.
Yeah, because of Sandstorm, but again, and for these weapons, you have to play completely differently, because it's completely different than Rocket Lance and Spear.
Because I gotta understand that Scythe is a lot more lighter weapon. However, you can pull off more than 1 hit if you're really good at it. Or if I miss my neutral and some guy has an axe, well, there goes like most of your health. Well, not most of your health, but like a lot of your health.
Yeah,
yeah, go ahead.
For Scythe, though, you have to be comfortable enough to be able to read your opponent. And Scythe has a lot of setups, but no true combos. The only true combo on Scythe is down air into ground pound off the stage, and your opponent has to bounce off the wall in a very special way. That's the only true combo that Scythe has. And it's a kill option. But it's hard to hit. Like, even Sandstorm, literally the #1 player in Brawlhalla in the world, has trouble hitting it. But you have to read your opponent on Scythe.
So, I understand that, like, there's some controller players that enter championships, but most keyboard players will either clap controller players or controller players clap keyboard players. Because I didn't tell you this, but a friend of mine plays with thumb pad, or not the thumb pad, but you know the little pad in
the D-pad, yeah.
Yeah, the D-pad. He could do really great movement. I'm talking about probably better than most PC players. But the issue is that keyboard players are a lot more faster when hitting. My friend, even on his D-pad, he can't hit as much on me because I can dodge most of his hits. So, do you think moving to a different, maybe, let's say, what was it? Like, moving from PC to PlayStation or PlayStation to keyboard and mouse and all that, do you think that would give you an advantage?
Yes and no. Because that is all preference. D-pad, I play on D-pad. I don't play on my analog on my controller. I don't use my left stick at all. Because I just feel more comfortable with my D-pad since I played a little bit of Tekken 7. And Tekken 7, everything is D-pad. Like, all your inputs on is D-pad.
Okay, so...
But that's personal preference.
Now, how does D-pad work?
It's the same thing. Well, basically, like, it's the same thing as your analog, but instead of, like, moving the analog, you just press the button. So, in my opinion, it's a little faster, because I just move my finger over it, then press the button. Like, it's not, I don't have to move my finger on the analog and then move it to the right, and then move it down. Like, for me, it's faster. But some people, like, there's this pro player called Lil Capt. He plays analog and Xbox controller in LANs, and he's gotten very, very far, and I think he's won a couple LANs, like, before. Not in recent time, but, like, before. Keyboard, on the other hand, I think you're using WASD and, like, HJKL or something like that. Like, WASD is your movement, and then H is your light, J is your heavy, K is your dodge or something like that. So,
during Fortnite, when I used to play it back in the old day, I learned on how, keyboard and all that's better on Fortnite because your movement is all in the wrist and the controller. But on keyboard, you can just press a button and it will work.
Yeah, that's the advantage keyboard has, because it's only one button. And, like, for example, I'm holding my controller. On my D-pad, it's only one finger on my D-pad, which is my thumb. My thumb can, at most, hit 2 buttons at the same time. But on keyboard, I can have 3 buttons. I can have 3 fingers on 3 different buttons: W, A, and D. And then if I want to do like something down, I just move my, like for me it's my middle finger on W and move it down to S. And it's very seamless.
I played a lot of Pop Tropica in my days. I played a lot of Roblox in my days. I played computer games that go from tornado games to like racing games. I think if I were to move, see, I don't have the computer to do it, but if I were to move to keyboard, I think I would be pretty good the first day because, you know, like I said, I have experience behind playing with WASD.
Well, again, that's just personal preference. You can, if you move to computer, Brawlhalla doesn't take much to run on a computer, because it's just a platform fighter. But if you do feel more comfortable on keyboard, by all means switch to keyboard. Like there's no limits on what you can do. Like if you really wanted to play on controller, I'm pretty sure you can also run a scuff controller and take it to a LAN.
Nah. See, during Christmas, I went to go get a scuff controller, but it was too much money. Even during Christmas, it was too much money because I'm not that type of person to use. I'm just trying to focus here. I'm not the person to spend $100 on something that can, you know, play for like half the price.
Yeah.
See, like, I'm doing pretty good, but it's just that, you know, I get nervous and I start missing my shots and all that.
Well, in my opinion, it's just the way to get better is basically just to practice. Like if you need to watch videos, when I first started, I watched like a lot of YouTube videos on how to play certain weapons that I was playing. At that time that I was playing Gauntlets, which is Val. And then I watched a lot of videos how to play Sword, how to play Gauntlets. But at one point it comes by experience. You also have to know what your opponent, like what certain weapons are going to do and how they do it and what's punishable and what isn't. You don't have to go exactly by frame data like some pros do. You just have to go by instinct. My gauntlets are trash now.
That down air is pretty good. So like, what's your thought process going against, you know, a person? Like, you figure out what their weaknesses are, then you figure out what their strengths are, so you can counter them?
Well, I'm not really thinking about weaknesses. I'm mostly thinking about how to punish and what I know what my weapon can do. I know Sword right here has kind of a disadvantage horizontally against
like that. So you have to just do down airs like that? Yeah, that's the
yeah.
time to disadvantage. But
it has
when you hit the attack though, it gives you like a good knockback.
Yeah, because I'm a deeper red. But I know Sword has the disadvantage horizontally over Rocket Lance. You see how I neutraled and then you just did side? Like side light? Yeah. I neutralized, you did side lighted, you took priority. So I just know my disadvantages and I just want to stay aerial against you a little bit because you have Rocket Lance. But the way Rocket Lance could combat that is by nairing. Unless I'm under you, you can nair.
And then, almost had it.
My gauntlets are trash. That missed? See, look, like right now, I'm noticing that basically every move you're trying to overspace it. Like you dodge out and you kind of don't mix it up. If I was playing Spear, I would be able to punish that super easily, but I haven't played Gauntlets in a while. So you kind of have to mix up your dodges And sometimes you don't even have to dodge. You have to. Well, why'd it drop? That was weird.
I don't.
Um,
I respect them.
I think the servers are down. It's not letting me go into a match.
Hold
Online.
up, let me see. Fucking...
Yeah, it's not letting me go into a match.
Oh, what I did when that happened is.
Yeah, I can't really go offline.
Oh. Okay, so when I was steering earlier, I knew that there was gonna be a little glitch on Brawlhalla, and I think they're probably fixing it. Just reload back into Brawlhalla. That's what happened to me last time. You know, I said error. That's what happened to me.
Yeah, I can't really stop the stream right now, but basically, if you want to get better, you kind of have to play more. And you kind of have to choose one character or a specific set of weapons. Like pros, they main one character, but they have weapons that they can switch to.
Yeah.
So for example...
I reloaded the Brawlhalla and it works now perfectly.
Got you.
I'm trying to invite you. Invite, there. An error occurred in inviting friend.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to restart the game and restart the stream right now. But you kind of have to just play more, and when you play more, you gain the experience on what I can punish, what I can't punish, and what I can do and what I can't do when it comes to like strings and combos and stuff like that. So like Rocket Lance can 0 to death people if you get one good dodge at low health.
You're an underrated YouTuber. I saw a guy that is less skillful than you. He's a really cool guy, don't get me wrong, but you play a lot better than him. He has 138 subscribers and you only have 42.
Oh, well, I don't do YouTube kind of full-time. Like, this is
the only stream services you do, or do you do, like, Twitch and all that?
I do Twitch, but I mostly play Call of Duty. Like, if you check my channel, it's mostly Call of Duty stuff, but I've recently gotten, not recently, it's been a year, but, like, I've had a job and I go to college, so it's like I can't really find time to game. The only time I'm able to game is right now because of the coronavirus stuff. But if you want to get better, the only thing I can say is basically play more and, like, look at what you're doing and then also look at what your opponent is doing. Because...
Oh, I just realized another thing that you taught me. When I when I put someone in a combo, I stop when when I was doing the what was it, neutral, then jump side air. What I noticed about that is that I can just do neutral, then stop, because I know for a fact that side air, like you said, it isn't really a true combo because someone can jump out of it. So I dodge right out after I hit the 2 neutrals, and I keep on doing that, and that way I can't get punished that much. Is that true?
Yes and no. It's depending on the health of your opponent and how they react to it. Because if you noticed, I dodged out of it half the time and then didn't punish you half the time. But the other half that I noticed that you did it a lot more, I dodged out of it and then punished you with the dare, say, whatever I was able to do, depending on my health range. But if you do hit it, and they are low health... Interesting. I got feedback. Got a little bit of feedback there.
Your stream doesn't end, hope you know that, if you reload to a game.
Oh, it does. I'm streaming on PlayStation, so the moment that I close my app, it's just not... Yeah, it's gonna stop the stream. I mean, I'll restart it right now, but I just want to... Hopefully that helped.
Online.
There you go. Okay, I'm back in. I just had to spectate someone.
Okay.
Custom.
You
Easily.
you kind of just have to gain the experience and gain the comfortability with your weapons to be able to play at a better level. Like, the only thing that I can really tell you is, like, if you want to get better, you kind of have to look at your games. Like, and when you go to the home screen where it says play, ranked, custom, whatever, you press your touchpad and then you go to, like, the little circle with a circle arrow. Those are all your recordings that you played, like, in those days, and then just look at it and look at what you did. Like, why did you get punished? Why did you do this? Did you think you had a dodge? And also in game, you kind of have to be like, all right, he dodged. Like, if you notice when I was playing ranked, I was talking, I was like, okay, this guy dodged. He's dodging a lot even though I'm not doing any moves. He's just trying to evade me. He's jumping out of this. He's not dodging out of this. Or he's dodging up, so I'm able to do this. I'm able to do that. He's dodging down.
Okay, so let's say most of my games were who play sword. So when I went to a game with my Rocky, before I go in the game, I gotta realize, okay, this man is playing a sword. I know sword can do this many amount of moves. I know sword can do this many strings. How can I get around that? How can I counterattack that? So, if I go on the ground, my first priority is to analyze how the field is. Is the field going to be like a regular, little battle area, or is it going to have many, let's say, many walls and all that, little places that you can jump on, such as Small Brawlhaven. That has nothing in a way of me. If I get let's say, a lance combo off of the player, it's not going to do anything that much unless he dodges it, because there's nothing to, let's say, disrupt it. So, I get him down to low health. He has to be down to low health. I cannot go for any SIGs because I know for a fact that if I miss my SIG, I'm instantly dead on how this player's, skill level. So, correct me if I'm wrong. What I would want to do is I would throw a lot more neutrals and, dodge out of his area. So, let's say I hit the guy with a neutral, instantly dodge out. Because what's going to happen is that if I hit the neutral, miss my second neutral, he's going to be able to punish it.
I wouldn't really dodge out, because if you dodge out, it's gonna, like, you just ended your combo, or you ended your string. Like, the moment that you dodge out, like, for example, you dodge left, he dodges right, you have no combo ability. I have seen some people, like, I have played against some people, like, for example, they catch on that I'm dodging right, but they're using sword, they can't, or upright, they can't punish really upright. They can't really punish, they have to wait until your dodge is up, and then jump, recovery, etc. Sometimes they follow you with a dodge, so when you dodge upright, they dodge upright. And, like, yes, it can help, but I wouldn't really recommend it, because if you do that, like, you're limiting yourself to possibilities, and then you're opening your opponent to other possibilities. So you're limiting yourself on combos, and then you're letting your opponent return to neutral and maybe punish you before you hit the ground, and you have a 3-second cooldown if you dodge in the air and don't touch the ground on your dodge again. So they can combo you. And it is a possibility there, but it's just it's like a give and a take. There is a possibility of you dodging, spending your dodge into like one hit, 2 more hits maybe, but I wouldn't really use your dodge. I would chase dodge, yes, but I wouldn't dodge into them.
Yeah, chase dodge, like scythe players, how they usually chase dodge to get a combo off. See, that's another thing. If I'm going against a scythe player, they, by all means, have the advantage on hitting attacks, but they have the disadvantage of damage compared to a lance. I know that scythe is a very dangerous weapon off stage. I know that scythe is very dangerous in in the air. But if you get the player on the ground, you have somewhat of an advantage depending on how good you are with lance. See, side players, they always create a combo on, basically on the spot.
At that point, you kind of have to play in your strengths. You have Rocket Lance, they have Scythe. Try not to let them get over you or under you. Try to have them horizontally to you, because you have range. But like, if you want to learn the Scythe matchup, you would kind of have to like watch, for example, Kosalix.
Oh yeah, I know Kosalix, yeah.
Like, you would have to kind of like watch his videos, and then you'd see what he does. You would have to see what he does, because he plays against Sandstorm and Boomy, and Boomy doesn't really main Scythe, but he has played Scythe a couple times, and you'd have to learn like the matchup.
I can't do anything. I gotta get better at the game. I don't know what to do.
Try to keep a level head too, because if you get mad, you're gonna like start doing some mistakes that you shouldn't be doing.
I know that, but it's just, you know what? I'm gonna take that into consideration because I heard that playing people who are better than you, you can get better as well doing that.
Yeah.
Oh,
You see, that was a good string. You got my dodge, and you ended up getting like a good amount of damage off of it. Oh, I thought I was gonna be able to hit you out of there, but you have to play to the strengths of your weapon. I can see that you're actually pretty good with spear. And you also have to mix up your dodges. Like, try to focus on mixing up your dodges. Because you kind of like, your dodges are kind of, like, readable. Like, you dodged in the air there, even though I wasn't gonna attack you at all.
So it's more like, dodge, dodge, okay, so, let me think of this. Dodge at times that you know you might get hit, but the thing is that if you know you're gonna get hit and you don't use your dodge, you can save it for later unless the guy hits you off of extreme. See, like, look at that. I gotta be more, I can outplay that. It's just that, you know, it's so quick. I gotta get used to it. How quick the combo is.
Yeah. So it is kind of a quick combo, but you kind of have to know that your opponent, like, I noticed that you jump out of everything, so that's why I jump sared, chased you, jump sared, chased you, jump sared. Like, I didn't do a dare at that point because I noticed that you jump a lot and you don't really dodge, and when you do dodge, you kind of dodge into my move rather than like dodging away. So like for Rocket Lance, kind of like Cannon, you want to kind of dodge like upward or downward, or depending on the move, you might want to dodge inward. But like if you dodge inward on a Sayer, you're gonna get like caught by yeah, you see, you dodge there. You dodge in the air right there as well. You dodge right there, and I was across the stage. That can cost you your stock, because if I read your dodge, or if I punish your dodge, I can get a combo and then hit you. You look like right here. If you didn't recovery there, I would have actually been able to hit you. That was actually a good dodge. That was a bad dodge, and then a bad dare. It was very punishable. And look, and you dodge there. I can just bait your dodge, since I notice you're dodging a lot.
Oh.
Since I notice you're, huh?
Yeah, continue.
Yeah, since I notice you're dodging a lot without me actually trying to hit you, I can, especially since you're aerial with a Rocket Lance, I can punish all, like most of your dodges there.
So basically, this is game of like checkers. It's like you gotta outplay your opponent in every which way in order to get the upper hand advantage.
Yeah.
Because if I use a dodge that will waste my dodge, I'm gonna get punished because of it. So
yeah, you have a possibility of getting punished.
Dodge less. Basically, you're saying like dodge as much as you can, but dodge less than what I'm doing now because I'm dodging too much to a point where I'm actually getting punished for it.
I wouldn't really say dodge less. I'd say dodge smarter.
Oh, not like work smarter, not harder.
Yeah.
Is that how it goes?
Yeah. So like,
dodge smarter, not harder.
If you know your opponent's gonna like dash in D-Light, then, or dash in something, just dash in move, then that's when you dodge. Because remember, dodges are on, if you dodge grounded, they're on a 1 second cooldown. But if you dodge aerially, they're on a 2 second or 3 second cooldown. See, that was a good spot dodge.
Yeah, see, now that was a bad dodge because that was a pretty good dodge because I know that you're gonna do. Oh shoot! Oh, once you go down, do it down. Like, try something new every single time, right? Like, if you know you can hit something, like, try something new.
Yeah, because if your opponent, like for example, if you're playing against Scythe, they can read your dodges if you do the same thing over and over and over, and it's easy for them to punish your dodges. That could have been punishable, but I spot dodged by accident. And then try not to use recovery the way you're using it, because it's Lance recovery is very punishable. It's good off stage if you're trying to get back onto the stage, or it's good if you're like minimal charging it and trying to hit your opponent. But it's not good if you're trying to get back onto the stage as your last resort. Oh, that missed.
Oh, I thought I could have done some. I can compete with that. Just gotta get consistent. Smarter, not harder.
I could have dodged. You see how you're using recovery to get back onto the stage, even though you kind of shouldn't really need to? Like, try to focus on getting safely back to the stage. Why didn't I pick up the weapon? D-Light into recovery is a one frame true combo, so unless you're comfortable with it on Spear, I wouldn't try it. It just got added and I can't hit it consistently at all.
Like,
you look like right here. I'm over spacing your move. I'm aerial, and it's hard for you to hit me because I'm stacked, but like on top of you and under you. The moment you hit me, you have two hits there. But I can hit you out of that pretty easily. So you kind of have to play to your strengths. If you don't feel comfortable like in the matchup, like for example, if I'm kind of like winning against your Rocket Lance, you have Spear. But if you feel comfortable with your Rocket Lance, then by all means use it. Just you have to.
that way I could have, if I hit my neutral there, I could have got you because I made you waste the move on the throwing. Yeah, I also hear that throwing weapons is kind of bad, and I see a lot of people doing it because it's wasting other people's dodges. But yeah, it's terrible. Like throwing your weapon is
I use it a lot. It's just again you have to kind of be comfortable with it.
See that time, what I did there, I did.
You charged it less.
But I charged it less, and I used dodge to get back on to the stage under you instead of over you, because I know for a fact you can get me.
See, like right here, the whole entire time you're putting pressure on me, and Spear can't really hit stacked. Wow, I didn't do a move. So Spear can't really hit stacked, so you have to play by your strengths. Like Rocket Lance can hit stacked. Spear can't hit stacked. Like if I'm on top of you, you have more of an advantage. You have more of an advantage with Rocket Lance. You just have to know what move. Like D-Light is a perfect like move if you hit it stacked.
Oh, so someone's okay. So the combo I did though was neutral then down neutral. Was that a good combo? And then spot, well not spot dodge, but like chase dodge and then do it again and then do it again.
Yeah, it's good at low health. Higher health is not that good. Because
higher health, I think the character is a lot more quicker dodging.
No, actually they're less. It's just they get sent out further.
Oh yeah, the knockback, my bad. The knockback. It's like Super Smash Bros. Like the health gains. Like, so let's say you hit someone that's red, their attacks will be a lot more stronger. So to say. It's gonna be the same damage, it's just that the character is gonna be a lot weaker.
You kind of also want to mix up your approaches, like
try to do something.
That was a horrible neutral sig. That was a nice dodge. Oh wow, didn't do what I wanted to do.
Oh man, I try to get to the edge there.
Yeah, on this map, it's kind of if you're playing Ragnar, you have to kind of like be on the edge, like the bottom edge.
See, that time I should never use my dodge because you were gonna hit me because you went the other direction.
See, that was a good dodge and a good punish. I tried to punish your move, but you dodged back, and then punished my move. But at the same time, I can just wait you out instead of trying to punishing you. So sometimes you don't need to. You see right here, I just waited for you after you dodged, you did a move, and then I got some damage off of it.
Now, Axe, do you think Axe is actually fair in the playing field, or do you think it's kind of, you know, overpowering?
Depending who's using it.
Because it's like Scythe. It's, you know, it has like 6 moves, I believe. It's the down, then you got the, yeah, I gotta try to mix that up. Next time I'm gonna try to swing you around. So, like, Axe is like Scythe. You can hit it down neutral, side neutral, then you got the, whatever neutral. I forgot the other neutral. I think, you know what, to be honest with you, I think I've already gained a few more. I got a little bit better since last time I played today, because, you know, I'm starting to, you know, get tips and all that. So like that you were able to punish me because I used my dodge.
Yeah, you spot dodge gravity neutral sigged, unarmed, and I mean that's good, but it's like you really shouldn't do that, especially off stage. Like the only reason why I would GC like that is if I hit D-Light, the true combo D-Light into gravity cancel neutral sig. That's the only reason why I would do it. And it's basically confirmed if I hit the D-Light. If I manage to get it into a true combo.
So I saw you've been playing ranked. Are you trying to chase the Elo leader, the 3004, I believe it is?
Oh no, I'm not doing that. I'm way too far behind. But I'm just trying to get better and trying to basically like play more. I'm just trying to in general just get better.
Oh my god. Yeah, you helped me a little bit. Like, did you tell any improvement a little bit since last time we played, or the first time we played?
Yeah, you have like you're spending less dodges, but you're still getting hit a lot. So you kind of have to find that fine balance of dodging and not dodging and when to dodge. Cause yeah, cool. Like for example, if you're playing against a Scythe, I'm not a Scythe player. I suck with it, so I can't really like help you there. Like I can't help you on the matchup. But for example, if you, I don't know, Scythe, when you get neutralite, so like the thing that swings up and then it sends you like a little up and horizontally,
yeah.
And
see,
then
there's one that kicks you up and there's one that just, you know, swings the weapon up. Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, so like if it swings you up and then they do neutral or they do neutral air, nair, it jump square basically, jump up square. That's one dodge.
And they swing you. And they
Yeah.
swing you too.
Yeah, so that can send you upwards or backwards. And if they do that, they send you backwards, it has like a lot of combo ability, but just remember that everything on Scythe is not a true combo. You have one dodge, like most of them are like one frame dodges or like a dodge window, so basically like you can dodge out of it, you just have to choose the right dodge. So if they hit you with the combo starter, you kind of have to know the Scythe matchup and like either dodge back, dodge up, dodge down, or dodge sideways, or in any variants that you can.
Yeah.
You just have to figure out what to do. Because if they send you backwards and you're in the middle of the air, they can, and you dodge downward, I should say, sorry, they can hit you with a dare and then send you back down and like off stage. Or they can, if you're on stage, they can send you the other way, and then that's 3 seconds worth of combo for Scythe. It's depending on the situation. But if you dodge backwards, they kind of have to chase dodge a little longer. Or if you don't dodge at all, sometimes they're going to try to read your dodge. For example, if you've been dodging downward, like you dodge downward 2 times in a row, you can dodge upward the third time, or not dodge at all and jump over them and then get back onto the stage. So you kind of have to mix up your options.
Yeah. This game is very, very fun.
It is, but it's kind of bullshit in some sense too, because I get joked.
Yeah, like that one time where that Lucian character killed you, and he came back from having like a start down. It was just because of how quick his weapon was, and he was able to pull off a little bit more moves, let's say hits on you.
Yeah, but
again, it was Katars, so it's gonna have that availability for a little bit more hits than the character you're using. Because I mean, I'm surprised.
Lucian.
A lot of people who play Lucians, I expect, the infinite combo, but, lately I've been playing Lucians that are kind of bad. That can't hit the infinite combo. It's just that the infinite combo has a lot of ways of dodging it.
yeah, at least on Lucian, like if you have Lin Fei, there's only like 2 or 3 dodge windows in the whole combo. But
3, 2, 1.
yeah, like he was playing towards his strength on Katars. He was putting pressure on me, and he was basically like just like he was playing.
I gotta learn how to be more a little more better on stupid unarmed. Because I see a lot of people who can actually kill a lot of good guys with unarmed. They're again unarmed is a lot quicker than most weapons, all weapons, right? Like, isn't that the thing?
Unarmed just has a lot of priority up close.
Yeah, potential. Like damage, maybe build-ups and all that. In my opinion, it could be cleared as a damage build-up, because if you think about it, like it could depend on how you use them or use the character. Any character is really good when it does unarmed.
Yeah, like there's a pro that won last year's World Champions, I think, with Lucian.
Wow.
Not that Lucian's bad, but he's just.
It's just like not a character that you usually see people play.
Oh, that was horrible.
Oh, what? I should have done the down, not the neutral, because the neutral is what makes me like that was perfect, because I actually used the different sig. Because if I used the other sig, I would have messed that up.
I'm surprised that didn't hit.
Little edge on your sig got me there. I'd say that I've gotten a lot better since a few days ago, because a few days ago I was playing racing games, I'm in the league and all that, and so I had to give up Brawlhalla for a little while. And I said, you know what, since I have a race next Friday, I might as well be able to play for this weekend, or this week, just on Brawlhalla. Because I already did my practice for the race.
In my opinion, if you want to get better, you kind of have to
Play the whole entire game, like every day.
Yeah, but like you don't have to play all day. You just have to play every day, and then like know what you're gonna do. Like play to your play style. Don't play to anyone else's play style.
And another thing too is like I've seen people who are rusty and like come back but play just as good as they did last night or any other night, because the way that they're playing, they remember the moves that they're using, and that's where I get confused, like consistency. There's some people who can be like that.
Well, yeah, but like if you're, yes, they have muscle memory of the moves that they've been doing and their playstyle. Like this is their playstyle. They have muscle memory. They know what works and what doesn't work. But like, you have to, like, they're rusty in the sense that.
Oh,
wow.
I learned from that. My friend does that a lot.
I want to do Nair. I messed that up completely.
Oh, that was a good dodge. We both did pretty good dodges there. See, now I throw my weapon. That's the worst thing you can do. If I know that there's something I can do and I mess it up, then chances are punishable.
What was I talking about? Oh yeah, so the reason they're rusty is like if they play against high-level players, you're gonna see the difference. If they're playing public matches against, like, for example, if they were diamond ranked and they're rusty and they play against plats, like low-level plat or low-level golds or like high-level golds, it doesn't really matter. You're gonna see they're not really gonna see a difference because they're relying on muscle memory to be able to do their moves. But the moment they play a good player, they're not gonna do as good because of the fact that that good player has been playing a good amount of time and they're not rusty and they know what to punish and what not to punish. So it's kind of like...
Another thing I also realized too when it comes to playing and then getting off and then playing right when you get back on is that when you, like you said, when you play a good player and, you know, you play that player for a long time and, you know, you win games, he wins games, but when you take a break off that good player, let's just say, plays for a lot longer, and then you wake up and he's still playing, chances are is that you are going to die to that other good player because you haven't been playing in that time span of you sleeping and him continue playing.
Well, yeah and no. It's just some people have more natural talent than others. Like, some people play the game better than others. Some people have to, like, grind a lot to be able to do good against others. Like, I'm one of those people that I have to play a lot.
To get back up your skill.
Yeah, because I haven't played in a while, and I was diamond like probably 4 seasons ago, and I haven't been diamond since.
Oh, see that? Now that is pretty good. Or for me, I'm also really comfortable with. And the other reason why I like Orb too is it got its buff.
They buffed Orb? What they buffed?
Yeah, they buffed. I think last patch they buffed Orb. They didn't nerf it or anything this patch. The down there is a lot more, I think, stronger.
Oh, that was horrible for me. Oh wait, wow.
What?
You used your dodge and I didn't realize that.
That's another thing, like, try to outplay, you know, like, what I did there, it was probably a bad instinct to do that, but if you could catch your opponent off guard, it will give you a little bit of advantage. Yeah,
so you do have to mix it up a bit.
Like, do something that, you know, your opponents would not, like, what my friend says, put them where they won't put you, or something like that. Like, put them where they won't, type of thing. Like, if you know that they're gonna take you up in the air, do something that, you know, they're not gonna, let's say, react to in time.
Wow. I missed that. I missed that too. Wow.
And that was easy to punish because of how quick I could just dodge and put the SIG on. If I can just do this, it's, you know, it's most likely gonna hit if I can hit the layer. Like, see, like, look. There's a lot of people who do the same thing. It's easy to attack because you know what they're gonna be doing every single time.
Yeah, but Nair has its fallbacks. It's just, it has kind of low priority. They can get hit out a lot. I wanted, okay. Yeah, I suck with Scythe.
Oh, see, I could have done, ah, no!
Yeah, sometimes I wouldn't really recommend, like, going for stuff like that. Like, I would say just get back onto the stage. Wow, I missed.
Like that. See how that I don't know how the orb does that, but like it bounces right back up off the ground.
Yeah, it has
that was perfect.
it has that, like that's a, like they call it tech that it has. Dude, I suck at the active inputs.
I'm doing a lot better than I did before with orb. Because personally, I don't play orb that much. See, look, yeah, I keep on messing it up, but I know a good combo that I can use. See, I'm dead because the scythe brought me out and I wish so.
Yeah, that's the bad thing about Scythe that I personally don't like, the active input, but hey, what can you do?
I had the craziest idea. Don't call me drunk if I tell you this. But what if Axe had active inputs?
I don't think you can put active input because it doesn't have like a command grab. Like, oh wait, what'd I do? God, my bad.
You can't grab them. But what if you were able to grab? I mean, hammer is practically called a grapple hammer. So, what about a grapple axe? How broken would you think that would be?
Very.
He'll be like, back then, you remember the old Brawlhalla where character stats used to be different?
3, 2.
He'll be like Orion, like 8 strength all over again.
I don't remember that actually.
Oh, well, back in the day, a lot of characters were different. Stats were different.
The Scythe is good for putting pressure. Oh, that didn't hit? I suck now.
So you're saying that my Scythe is pretty good for pressure?
Well, Scythe in general is good for pressure.
Yeah, but then look, I do all of that, but then look at the axe. It just completely demolishes your health. And that's one thing I don't get about, you know, Brawlhalla. How is it supposed to be fair? Like, look at my health.
Well, axe is slow. Mix up your recovery on Rocket Lance.
I can't do anything. I keep on going for hits that are not gonna hit.
So if you notice that you can't punish me, back up. Like, there you go. Reset neutral instead of attacking and attacking. Reset neutral. This is resetting neutral. Like we're not attacking each other. Reset neutral and then play to your strength.
If I know I can grapple you like that, I can, you know, keep on doing that. Try to get you in a string, but like, you should have been dead a long time ago. I don't know. It's a flare, but it's also the weapon that they're using. Because, like I said, weapons have different strengths. And hammer, like, look, I can't get the hammer at all. But then, you know.
Yeah, so you just have to play to the strengths of the character. Like, I don't really play Axe, but I just kind of know how to play it. Yeah, you caught my dodge. You could have sent me off stage there. I wouldn't really recommend putting me back onto stage. You could have gimped me, because you had my dodge. See, you read my dodge down. That's a good. And that gravity cancel, I wouldn't really recommend it there. So all those gravity cancels that you're kind of doing, the gravity cancel neutral sigs, I wouldn't recommend it unless when I'm that close. Like you saw how you did a gravity cancel down sig on Scythe and it caught me because it was in the middle of a combo.
Yeah.
So that's what I would recommend to do if you are gonna sig. I wouldn't recommend gravity cancel, or I wouldn't recommend sigging at all. Off like randomly, I guess you can say.
Because at some point they're gonna read that and they're gonna be able to punish it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm surprised.
Like,
I'm actually surprised I'm doing this good as against a diamond. Because usually, people call me bad, and I don't take it personal because I got a lot of friends, think I'm good, and I got a lot of friends, who are, on the, let's say, more toxic side. They act like they're the best player in the whole wide world, which I know you can probably be close to.
nah, well, it's depending, because...
Like, no, like my friend...
Yeah, you see, like, you need to not charge your recovery. Like, you had jumps, you're right here. Instead of using your recovery, like, jump back to stage. Like right here,
friend,
instead of charging your recovery and doing this, that's very punishable.
Just do this, like that.
Yeah, or you can just jump back onto the stage. Or side air, down air, back onto the stage. You're going to grab the wall no matter what. So instead of using your recovery like that, because you stand still for a pretty long time. The only reason I would use the recovery is like if I'm all the way over here, and then like use it over here, and then have it come back.
And then use neutral if you need help. Because I also knew that neutral also helps you get back up too.
Yeah, so like if you get hit out, do this. There you go.
You don't have to waste a dodge just to get back up there like that.
Yeah. So like the one thing that I could recommend you to do is don't use recovery as your first option. Recovery in general should be like, or your last option, I should say. Recovery should be your like first or second option, and that's really about it. Like in general. I understand the thought process of like, after getting hit, like you want to hit to like stop the string, but sometimes you can't hit. So like, instead of trying to punish everything, try to punish less. Like
punish moves that are that are gonna be really huge.
Yeah, like that are unsafe for the other opponent. Hello. You see that weapon throw? I dodged through it, and I knew I was gonna be able to punish you, so I D-light Sared.
Oh, see, that was a good kick. Usually I don't hit those type of kicks. Only if I get lucky.
You see how I'm like staying under and over you with Rocket Lance?
Yeah.
Can I play with you?
Anything.
Okay, that was horrible by me.
Hold up.
Oh, you had your dodge?
Yes, I got my dodge.
Nice. I mean, I was just trying to help this guy learn a little bit more about Brawlhalla. I wasn't really.
Yeah, you just helped me maybe in a little bit, back, because I'm gonna go and try to use this in regular games. It was very nice meeting you though.
Yeah, nice to meet you too, bro. Whenever you need help, you can always hit me up. I just don't I don't know. I don't main many weapons, so it's hard for me to help.
Yes, I don't know what specialty.
Oh, my fault.
Don't worry about it, whoever's on stream, bro. Oh, I suck at that.
So, like, let me continue what my friend's like. So, he's like those type of people who are, let's say, he hangs out with, good people and all that. And so when you join him, he's always talking, mad smack about you, saying, so let's say, I said, okay, 1v1 we missed. And he's be like, okay, show us 1v1. And I beat him. And yeah, his friends around him. And he'd be like, yo, that's just luck, you're bad, you just got lucky. So then,
that's just someone, and like in the gaming community, they call them BMs, like bad mouther. So you don't have to pay attention to them. And I would recommend to like stay away from people like that, because you're never gonna learn off of people like that. They're just gonna blame the game. They're gonna blame you. They're gonna blame anything but themselves. And then you're gonna get into the mentality that, okay, everything that you did was lucky, and you're never gonna get better because you think everything is lucky. They think everything is lucky. Like they might have skill, they might have like I said, quote unquote natural talent, but they aren't looking at their flaws. They can only like the only thing that they're seeing is like, oh, I'm too good because that is bullshit. I'm too good.
Not that. Another example is that when we were playing a racing game, NASCAR, you know, it's a little southern and all that. We were playing it, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get your insight. And he said, you know what, you can go in the grass. And he's always mean when he's around his friends, and when he's individually, he's still rude. Well, he's not rude, but you know, around his friends, he's a lot worse. When I was playing with my friend Mocha on Brawlhalla, what he does is he's better than me. But when I get lucky, or quote unquote luck, or I beat him in certain ways, he's like, you know, you're bad and all that. And
Shit. Yeah, oh, I'm sorry to cut you halfway, but I have to join my online class. I completely forgot about that, so I have to stop the stream right now. Yeah, sorry about that. All right, GG's. To the person that's on the stream, I assume that was your friend request. I'll play with you once my class is over, okay? Because I have to get off right now. All right, GG's, bro. Lates. If that was your PlayStation ID, that I'm cool with it. I'm down to play with you. Just give me like probably like an hour or two. Sorry about that, guys. I completely forgot about it. Lights, GG's.